Hello everybody, welcome back to the jank. Oh, well, whatever. Welcome back to the Jankyard. I'm back from vacation, and I figure, now is a good time as ever to do some more game commentary, because what's better than coming back from vacation to some more Ashes? And today I was just asking people what hype plays there were, or what they thought the most interesting card combo hype plays were. And Brancus, one of our best players in the community, the burn player. Everything he plays is burn, whether it's hitting you to face on the battlefield with burn, hitting you direct damage with burn, or playing spin down and fatigue burn. He recommended I watch the EU regional finals between him and hmaster, so he sent me the game replay, and that's what we're going to do. Just not a blitz, taking a pause for that. Maybe I'll try and do like one or two matches after this if I have any files left. So this will just be a little bit more usual, regular, slower commentary. I'll try and give my thoughts. Don't have to blabber at 500 words a second or a minute or whatever. And yeah, just enjoy the ride. So I've already got the game up, and I think, as far as I know, everything's working on my side. It looks like my mic's working, so I'm just gonna hope that if someone joins, this hasn't been a massive waste of time, because that would be hilarious. Oh, cool! I just noticed that Dijon added a speed toggle for the replay. Oh, that's awesome. Dijon, thanks, bud. I'll message you in the chat, but if you end up watching this, that's a really cool, helpful tool. Sweet. Okay, cool. Controls the replay speed. I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna. Well, maybe I will. I'll try it out. Why not? Try it out, and then I'll just pause when I have thoughts. So let's just first quick breakdown. I have not seen this game, but I know just based off of the deck, the dice spread, and also what Brancus has been playing for a while. This is Turbo Dig Rowan. This is a deck that Mitch sort of created and perfected. And it is very scary. It does virtually nothing in round one except draw and get discoveries online with, like, I don't even know, a 90% chance. So it's very consistent. And then the idea is that if you can't outrace him, Era's End and Shared Sorrow can basically just sort of, and what is it? Adrenaline Rush. You can basically just sort of keep coming at you, keep the Chimera either punching you to face or killing you via overkill damage. So it's very lethal, and it can win in 2 rounds, but if if it has to, it can also keep going to round 3 or 4. It's got some reach, thanks to Rowan's 18 life. On the other side, hmaster is playing something that I haven't seen. I don't know as many of hmaster's decks, and I definitely did not watch any of the regional tournament. So he's running Sympathy, Nature, Divine, and a splash of Charm. Based on this, I mean, it could be Sarasaurus, it could be maybe some Archies. There's almost certainly going to be, Sonics and probably some Light Swordsmen. I'm curious what the one nature is. Usually that would be like, if not Gilder with the Charm with the nature, it would be Gilder. It could also, like, to sort of protect a bigger unit, it could be also Golden Veil. Or it could be both, honestly. This could be a tall strategy to protect both. So yeah, so this is going to be exciting. Those are sort of my pre-game thoughts. I can't remember who it was, but I think it was maybe Dura, said he sort of likes to understand what players are thinking about before the match. So, like, I'm not playing this game, but if I was playing against, say, Brancus or hmaster, those are sort of the cards I would think that maybe they have, maybe they're playing. And then that is sometimes how you adjust accordingly with your 4th and or 5th card. Now, granted, Brancus playing Turbo Dig, it's a fairly static, I guess, or fairly fixed first five. Like you're really just trying to dig everything out. I think it's a Generosity, Twilight Alchemist, Exhumed as another Twilight Alchemist, maybe a Cerulean Diver. Uh, I can't really remember. I don't know if there's Wishing Wings in here, but like that's sort of like the idea. What's that one that draws three new ideas? That's another card. H Masters is the one that I don't have any idea on. So that's where you have to sort of hope you can guess based off of the colors. But yeah, let's go see how fast this regular speed is, and then I can slow it down. Okay, so it's gonna be Hippo. Okay, so H Master. Is this faster or slower? I don't know. Toggling up seems a little bit okay. Um, H Master. I should have guessed this because it's a current card. It's very popular. Is very big on Hippo. It's a very good card. He played an Airedale version of this in the collection finals, which had the advantage of Rejuvenate to make it get multiple swings in a round. I also did happen to forget about Abundance. That is the main draw source for the Rowan. So this is fairly standard opening. H Master is fairly aggressive with his River Colossus, River Colossuses. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see some refresh tactics in here, but also probably a good chunk of removal. I'd be very interested if he's playing Bravery instead of Earthquake, but Earthquake does deal 4 damage, which can take out Chimera, provided that Brancus doesn't have any Fate Reflections. So that could be a fun little game back and forth. So let's continue on. So he gets right off the Discovery. He gets, he plays Discovery and then he gets the Abundance down on Mitch's side. He also does the Reverberate discard trick at the very beginning. If anyone hasn't seen that, you're basically just starting with Reverberate in hand. You discard it so that you draw something new, so that if you do draw into another Reverberate, it's a little bit extra powerful. And the second Reverberate goes in hand. So pretty standard opening, and H Master is just going to take advantage of that and try and race. That's his whole thing, is just start punching. So pretty standard. We're not going to see much damage on Brancus' side for several cards. He's going to draw. Okay, Frostbites. Root Armor goes in the bin. Root Armor is actually very good against Chimera. Not Chimera specifically, but Era's End and Discovery, like once raindrops at the end of each round are attached. So there's the new ideas. That makes a lot of sense. And Frostbite also is good because it gives you that over-the-top burn. So this is a nice package from H Master. Now he's going to play Sonic with Root Armor. Okay, so that Root Armor, there's 2 in the deck. That's nice to see. Sometimes you just see 1, but honestly, we're so much ping in the game, like just in general lately. Root Armor is super underplayed, and that's going to make this alert Sonic very sticky, very hard to get out of. Now, Brancus does play the Generosity that allows him to remove 2 wounds, so it's kind of like that Colossus didn't do everything. Oh, okay. Crystal Shield. Now, this is like a straight up Brancus, or not even Brancus counter. Well, I guess Brancus is now playing Turbo Rowan, so like this is a straight up counterplay. That is amazing. I've never, like, other than a Red King deck, I've never seen someone play this. Actually, Carl's Holy Knight Jessa, I think, plays this, but still, that's incredible. That's amazing. That's did not see that coming. You never see that coming. And there's no Lightbringer to pull out of it. The Root Armor, it completely negates the raindrops. Oh man, this is so cool. Even he says, "Hi Mitch, you have your Rowan detector on," and Mitch joined the game. He's always supporting. his Rowan. So Twilight comes down. That's just gonna draw more cards, and now hmaster can just sit pretty. There's nothing that's gonna happen for Brancus. Like, yeah, he can get his raindrops on, but he can't even kill the Colossus in one. Um, and he's still okay. Xander still has, well, he has one die. He's got 7 cards in hand, which is hilarious. Like, 7 cards in hand. That's wild. Uh, oh, I didn't even see. Is that a mistake from Brancus? He played Generosity, and he chose to remove the wounds first. I mean, I know that that's not how Mitch would play it, but I guess if he already, from New Ideas, that's probably what it was. He played New Ideas, he had the Twilight Alchemist down, he probably already had the third Discovery in hand because he later plays it. So that's why he was like, I don't care about the draw. I just want to heal up. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. And I'll open up the bins now so that we can see them as we go. Okay. I was like, normally that would be a mistake, but this makes a lot of sense. He had 2 New Ideas. He's got the reverbs in the bin. That's fine. Okay. All right. We're back. We're back. Just regular scheduled programming. Oh yeah, the Snapper is another great card with Chimera. Yeah, that just helps you renew. So he does get the Chimera down. He plays Era's End, gets 3 damage on the Colossus. He'll be able to like threaten it. You know, he'll kill it ultimately with what? Crystal armor? Oh my god. This is hilarious. Holy jeez. Wow. Okay, so this is a massive Sonic. It's so funny. All the crystal. If there's a crystal archer in here. Oh no, they can't. There's no time dice. That would have been funny. Twilight Alchemist can threaten the Colossus, and then if it gets blocked, Snapper cleans it up. Chimera is just going to end up running face first into the Sonic and can't kill it this round, and it's just going to heal up. So really, because you know that that Red Rains are going to clean up the River Colossus, the plan here is to just, as the Roan player, as Brancus, swing wide. You know that the Chimera is not going to is just gonna die effectively, but you'll get your 3 damage, and then you have next top around, and then you swing again for another 3, and so you're just swinging for 3s and hoping that you can sort of do something with that. But yeah, hilarious. Okay, so that's what I would play as the game plan. Is you're just playing for slightly wide swings. Okay, well no, that was bad. That was a mistake, because your Chimera is gonna die anyway, and then your Red Rains are gonna resummon it. So like that didn't make any sense. You swing wide, and then worst case, he swings at you and you had your guard up. You're gonna take 4 damage anyway, but you're putting through 3. That didn't make any sense, because if hmaster wanted to swing, he'd be guarding. Brancus, what happened here? Brancus would be guarding anyway. So yeah, that didn't seem sensible to me. It makes sense why hmaster didn't swing first, but it didn't make sense why Brancus didn't swing. Someone else maybe can put me in my place there, but that just seemed like no value for no reason. Oh, okay. And so he is playing Earthquake. So he just wipes the board. Hey, Fred. Right off the top, clears it. Not worried, I guess, about a reflected. I don't remember if there is Fate Reflection. I think there's at least one in here, but not worried about it because it doesn't kill the Sonic. So he just good value. Boom. And now he's still got a ton of cards in hand. And he's going to yeah, he's just gonna clear the board. Twilight goes under, draws, but like okay, I guess you're drawing at this point for more Air's End and the Adrenaline Rush. Uh, the the Shared Sorrow discards Discovery to bring back Generosity. Okay, okay, sure. But yeah, this Colossus is going to be able to just keep applying pressure. Eventually, the Generosities run out. The Colossus does not, unless he gets really bad luck with the meds. Another Air's End. Shoot. Oh, I forgot to open it. So now that's. Boop. There we go. Oh, he does have Bravery. Did he play it, or did it get discarded? I didn't see. hmaster. Did it get plays Shared Sorrow, plays the Air's End? No, that Bravery got discarded. Okay, yeah, cool. So, but he's playing a split, which I think is the right play. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So Air's End again does nothing against Root Armor. This is such a good deck. The other thing I think hmaster is missing, unless you really like, I don't know why you would. You know, technically you have the end game, but start using the Frostbites even just for some chip. I say that, and then he immediately does it the next round. Okay. So yeah, now you don't need to be passing. Brancus is going to use Generosity and remove 2 more wounds. That's the end of the Generosities. As far as I know, outside of Shared Sorrow to bring those back, he doesn't have any more heals. I don't think there's any other source of them. So you'd have to use, but then it's like you've got 2 Air's End in the bin, you've got 3 Generosities in the bin, you've only got 2 more Shared Sorrows. Like, what are you prioritizing? You know, do you prioritize the heal, or do you prioritize the the ability to maybe swing wide? The Frostbites here are pretty interesting. Brancus is going to Abundance. Oh my gosh. Wow, I mean, at this point, it's kind of inevitable that he's just going to draw into all the Frostbites because he's getting so much free draw, and he's just going to pass. Now, the question is, if this Sonic ever swings, is there a 2 shadows to get rid of it? Because that wouldn't be ideal. What else kills this Sonic? Just as a quick pause. Chimera deals 4. Root Armor stops 1. So that's, if you swing twice, that's only 6 damage. I don't think there are any attack buffs, and it heals 3. So you need a total, no matter what, of 3 swings. So you could swing Air's End, which would, because if you swing, the Chimera dies if the Sonic stops it. Do another one, swing, Adrenaline Rush, swing. But one of those is going to get guarded. I don't know how you get past this much health. I'm really not sure, other than 2 shadows. There's no Festers. He just plays Frostbites and then he passes. I mean, yeah, makes sense. There's nothing else to clean up. Oh my gosh! Now he's got a Paladin? Okay. Oh! If he has a Shattering Pulse. I don't know if Brancus has a Shattering Pulse. That would be insane. I don't think he does. But like, against this kind of counter, a Shattering Pulse is just brutal. Unless, of course, hmaster has Golden Veil, which would also be equally brutal. But this Paladin is gonna stay around pretty much the whole game too. Oh my gosh! Wait a second. Wait. Whoa. He played heal. This deck has... If anyone's ever seen that SNL Stefan skit, this bar has everything. It's got... This deck has every possible counter to the Rome. This is crazy. Crazy. Even just against another deck. Like, this is hard to pass all this beef. Hard to get through, hard to go around, hard to survive. I mean, this is an impressive hmaster. Impressive deck hmaster. If you're watching, kudos, for sure. I mean, it's an insane counter, but it's also just a wicked deck. Whoa, 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 whoa. He did have it! Oh, and the crowd goes wild! He did have it! Oh my god! Oh, that's so much invested that goes to killing it. No. Oh my god, the one counter. He's only got 3 cards left in his deck. Which we could probably guess, like, at least one of them is a shared sorrow. 8 cards in hand, though. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that he had it. The only thing more unbelievable is if hmaster has, like, a bunch of polarity mages. And he can recur the Sonic, so that's not a problem. But that would be... wow. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome sauce. Okay. So Chimera's going to swing. Yeah, Xander takes it. And now, is he going to counterpunch for 8? No, he can't. Because the Colossus doesn't have the dice. So he's going to counterpunch for 6. Brancus down to 10. Hmaster. Flute Mage! No way, in the same... Oh! Oh my god! and Brancus is going to have top of round. Oh my gosh! Hmaster passes. Now the Snapper comes out. That's going to be another 2 damage. Ah! Yeah, another Arizand. Are you serious? No way! Oh! Oh my god. So, just... Now the Snapper can clear out the Paladin for free. He gets the 4 damage to face... Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing? Recover... Wait. Recover 2... Puts it to 1 damage. No. I would have done it that way. That seems wrong. Right? Just swing Snapper at Paladin and then put 4 to face. I guess you're putting 3 to face plus 2 to face. That's 5 to... Okay. Is that the math? Overkill 3 plus 2 is 5 damage, whereas if you use Snapper, it's 4 damage. Okay. Sorry. Wow. That's next level mathing. If Brancus did all that, that's next level math. That's good. That 1 point of damage could really matter. Hmaster just frostbites like he does. Because otherwise, what is he facing top of round? He's facing 4. He's facing 6. Yeah, and he wouldn't have a body anyway. Brings that 6 cards in hand. He's going to be able to draw the last 2 for meting. Oh, it's another Snapper. Okay. I guess you can meditate that from whatever. That's fine. Wow. Okay, so this double Snapper actually. Oh no, all the arrows end are in the bin though. Okay, well wait. What do we got here? This is fascinating. I am so glad that Brancus sent this to me. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so Generosities are in the bin. Reverbs are all in the bin. I don't think he has more than one. Shatter Pulse. There's a Duelist in there. Okay. Interesting. He's got 1 to 2 more Shared Sorrow, which means he's got effectively 2 more Era's End. I know for sure. Not know for sure. I know if this was Mitch's deck, he's got an Adrenaline Rush. This could be it. This could be GG. Plus he's got the Flute Mage that, unless that thing dies, that's just game, like, right? You just charge it right up. Like, whatever you put down, charge the face, you're going to take 3. Oh, it's got bravery! He's got bravery! No way! No way he had that! Oh my god! Oh, that's so good! And 3 damage means... Oh, and that was after the Flute Mage! So now he... Okay. This is incredible. I made a mistake in a game recently, before I went away on vacation. Wicked Walt, I think, was playing this deck. And I went and I ended up killing the Chimera, I think. Or putting 3 damage somewhere else, which was a mistake because I knew that Adrenaline Rush was a possibility and the Snapper was gone, whatever. So, like, Adrenaline Rush deals the damage. Now, in this case, he's got the Snappers and he's got a ton of dice. But in my case, it was like, that would be the one thing that ruins your plan. Now, there's no way for hmaster to get... Like, that's 2 braveries, Earthquake. If he has another heal just for Xander, that could be interesting. He doesn't have dice for Colossus. He's got 3 dice for Frostbite. That's 3. That gets to 7. Sonic is down to 4. I don't know how he wins this. What kind of attack buff could he put? So he does have Veils in the deck. I don't know what kind of attack buff that he could do to counter enough damage. And still have a body that blocks the Chimera and doesn't kill him. That's the thing I'm not sure about. And if there's a Sympathy Pain on Brancus' side, then that's basically just game. Oh, so many things. I don't even know. Thinking about this, they've got tons of time. What? Are you serious? Oh no! Is he gonna Shared Sorrow back the Shatter Pulse? I don't know how hmaster wins this. But there's definitely another Shared Sorrow, right? That's 2. Oh, and the Abundance deals 1 damage. And he's going to be able to recur. Oh, there's so many possibilities. Brancus is playing this fascinating. I mean, this deck is actually, like, legitimately so good. Polarity Mage! He did have one! Brancus plays Shared Sorrow to move Era's End back. Okay, he's going to do it. He's going to do the pop 1, bring it back, swing for 3. Okay, that's 3 Shared Sorrows. This is it. Oh, wait, what? Shared Sorrow. Oh, yeah, Snapper. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you Snapper. Okay. All very straightforward. hmaster passes. He passes and he's got to have a Veil. Deals 1 damage, does nothing. Chimera there. Now he's threatening 2 damage no matter what because the Chimera can't get through. Frostbite. Oh, no. So it's not a Veil. It's Adrenaline Rush. No, wait. No! Oh, that was so smart. Oh, my God. Adrenaline Rush on the Flute Mage. Oh my god. Oh my god. He had 0 draw in hand, 3 cards in hand. That would have been 2 fatigue. I mean, hmaster had 0 in hand, but he still had 6 cards. I just don't think he had any. That is crazy. What a great game. Oh, that was so good. It irritates me so much because I can never make Rowan work the way that these guys do, but that was so awesome. Yeah. Man, what an absolute insane match. From the adrenaline rushes to that shattering pulse. Oh my gosh. And then to still have the Polarity Mages to bring it back and just... Man, I don't know what... Could hmaster have, like, discarded a bunch of cards until Polarity Mage was in the bin, then recur it? There's probably too many steps in between there, but maybe he could have at least had... I don't know. That was insane. Even with... Oh, man. Like, he basically needed that Golden Veil. Is it a one of? He needed that Golden Veil at the time of the Shatter Pulse. Oh. Wow. Okay, wait. Now, just because I want to, I'm just gonna reveal the cards, so it's not compact mode anymore, right? Because this is now we can do this. So, where's the moment where that thing blows up? No, it was before this, before the Paladin. Wait, I can't see now because things are too big. There we go. Okay, okay. So here's where the thing is about to happen. So, Paladin, Reverberate, Colossus. Oh, there it was. Okay. So is this... Plays Adept Duelist, hmaster Ice Traps the Duelist. He plays Shatter Pulse. Does he have... Wait, what? Oh, I missed that. No. Oh, no. He ice trapped, which means he used his one reaction for the turn. No. Oh my god, it was like the only card. Oh. And he has his own adrenaline rushes. Oh no. No. Oh man, looking at the cards are interesting, but even more painful seeing that. Like he could have easily swung the Paladin, the Colossus, put damage down. He was way down on dice. I don't even think he needed the Colossus. Like this Colossus, I think, is a mistake because the Colossus plays for 3. And he also played heal because see the Paladin. This is my problem. So he puts the damage down on the Paladin, and instead of swinging the Paladin at face and say Chimera guards, right? Actually no. Well, I mean, you can swing at face. If Chimera doesn't guard, it doesn't matter because you still have the Sonic. If it does guard, then you lose your Paladin, fine, but you also kill off the Chimera, so that means you're forcing him to use, like at this point he's got to use another Air's End Link. You're forcing him to use through the options in order to do it. But you keep your Golden Veil alive. You'd also keep dice that, like, if he doesn't tank it, you can still Adrenaline Rush. I just don't know that the Colossus here was right. But nonetheless, like, you could go back to so many points in this game. What an incredible match. Incredible, incredible, incredible. This was totally worth it. What I'm going to do, I haven't done this yet. I think one of the last episodes before I went away was with Shmeny, and we used his new tool, the Vermilion Game Report. I'm going to use it now because this was such a fun match, and I just kind of want to see what we see. Because it was so fascinating. Like look at this. Up until round three, Xander was full health, and we know that Rowan discovered round one. So that means at no point did he get through any of like he didn't get anything through. And then you see these big dips. So like there was what one at least two generosities at least. So that's 6 health, right? To get an extra 6 health, that's 24 health. It didn't come down to that because Roan was still at 10. So even that, it's not like that was the game difference, but still fascinating there. Let's see a total resource advantage. Like this is crazy, right? Xander the whole time up until the Shattering Pulse was how many dice is this? 7. 7 dice advantage. 7 dice here, 7 dice here. What, 6 dice here? That's a ton of dice advantage in a game like this. Huge, huge dice advantage. Net carryover just every round too. Healing, like didn't have to do anything because he didn't like worry about it. This is such an insane advantage, and here he just had full committed advantage. Just to remind people, committed advantage is you're ahead on battlefield but even on dice. And then after that, that's where Rowan in just 2 rounds catches up. Even the dice. Well, actually, interesting because Xander has spent all the dice on this Voltron unit. Rowan was ahead. Like it, Shared Sorrow and Era's End is so efficient. Even more efficient if it wasn't an alert unit, and if it wasn't a root armored alert unit with crystal shield and crystal armor on it. Very interesting that only at one point was Rowan ahead by one unspent die. That's a very telling story, I think, right there. Battlefield value, yeah, again, like this is just insane. Like you can see where the Chimera kind of gets killed off, but this whole time, 11 more dice worth of units. Because you think about it, Chimera is just effectively one die. At end of round, it's free if it's already been killed off. Like the efficiency is insane once you get Red Rains online. Like at most you can say if you're killing it off with Snapper and then resummoning with Era's End, or if you have to do like like that's sort of like bare minimum 2. If you have nothing, it's just 1 cost, and best case scenario it's free. So it's like this is where he recoups it, and this is where you can see the the battlefield value swings. That man, what an unbelievable play. And attacks. This is potentially where hmaster lost. Like, yes, you have that Voltron unit, which stops the Chimera from being able to hit face and like take overkill damage. But there just wasn't enough. Like, as good as the Paladin was in terms of being a tall unit, you didn't need tall units. You needed to go wide after the one Voltron unit, right? You have it wasn't just alert, it was unit guard. So you could unit guard, and then the rest of it you should just be trying to punch. But that's not how his deck was built. His deck was built with all tall. And unfortunately, there was like 2 or 3 swings with the hippo where it wasn't a full 4 attack hippo. But yeah, so just like really, really, really cool. I forget. There's one thing. Where's the resource? Oh yeah. So there's the dominant position. That's the big resource position swing of 2. Uh, that was such a great game. That was just so fascinating. This is a game that I think I could almost do a commentary again with hands showing, and then like at each moment giving my own commentary about what should be played. Oh, there's a Holy Knight in here too. Man, this deck really is designed to sort of counter Ronin. Even then, it couldn't make it stick. Um, yeah, like not getting the frostbite damage. These almost didn't really put enough to any damage across. Like you really just needed to sit the Sonic and then burn the face. Like what's he gonna do, right? And then anytime he goes wide, that's when you kill him. But you never like the ice trap. Man, that was the big mistake. That was the big mistake. Killing via reaction instead of any of the number of ways. I mean, technically, it's not it. Like you could have also made a mistake the where you played bravery, and then by countering with the Sonic, you kill the Chimera, and then he shatter pulses. Like there's enough reactions here that I think Brancus eventually would have gotten the shattering pulse off. Not to mention shared sorrow. Actually, I don't think there's a way to get shattering pulse back. Maybe that's the one critical flaw, is that you can't get shattering pulse back because there's not a knight to trade out with. So that's the one weakness you exploit. It's like you try and bait out a shattering pulse and then rebuild your Voltron and you're fine. Sorry, I keep using Voltron, a tall unit with all this alterations on it. Anyway, that blew my mind. That was such a fun game. That was super hype. Like deck building, card wise, first 5 wise, all the reactions. Thank you, Brancus, for sharing. What a game. And yeah, that's a good way to come back. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna see if I have any more Blitz matches that No Such gave me. If I do, I might pop out 1 or 2 as a little post-game amuse-bouche. But I'll create a new stream for that. Otherwise, if you're not janky, you're stanky. Frog up, wolf down. And don't forget about 1 reaction limit per turn. So, yeah. Thanks, guys. Good to be back. See you in the next one. Ciao.